Rocken Larry Locken here on the Pleiadian Light Grid project. Hey, I'd like to say what's up to everybody out there tonight on this Tuesday night, rainy night here on the Oregon coast. I'm going to get into a few subjects here with my lifelong best friend. We're going to talk about some things, but before I get into that, I know there's been some controversy going on Facebook regarding the Pleiadians group that Leah Shapiro formerly was in charge of. Natalie Alea and Bridget Rao mentioned that on one of their shows and talked about it a little. And I know that people out there have been wanting to get my take on the subject and, talk a little bit about it from my perspective. But really, it happened. It's a situation that just manifested. And, well, it's time to just move forward. I don't really have any comment on the issue. I know a lot of people are talking about it, but really, I don't know what to say. And what Natalie and Bridget said was pretty much on the mark. And so I just wanted to send much love and a shout out to them. I love them so much for all the great work they've done on Pleiadian Express Productions, our other network. And, special shout out to my twin flame, Sif Gunner's daughter. Much love, sweetie. But as far as the situation goes with the Pleiadians group and the takeover, I don't really have anything much to say. I'm no longer involved with that group. It is a secret group that can never be opened to closed or open, so it's just kind of stuck there in that mode, and I wish them the best of luck, and, I hope everything goes well, and all we can do is go onward and upward because we're all in this for the same goal. We all want the same things. We all want clean water. We all want food, shelter, good health for humanity, and all that stuff. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce my lifelong best friend here. He runs a group called Stop Domestic Violence Now. It's got over 2,000 members.
Uh, Stop Worldwide Domestic Violence
Yes.
Now.
And actually, earlier this evening, he promoted my twin flame, Sif Gunner's daughter, to kind of oversee the group for him. So we're kind of really excited about the possibilities with that. But with that being said, man, how are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, man. I'm glad to be here. Shooting the shit with my homeboy. Hey, Larry, you pretty much round that up. I haven't heard what everybody's been saying, or I don't even know anything about what's going on with all these groups and the little whatever's going on. You want to call it an episode or whatever, but sounds to me like you're just too not. Some people may probably are saying you're just too nice of a guy to even stick up for yourself or any of that, But well, what's the point? Hey, we all need haters. Hey, all you hate, everybody needs a hater. All you haters are facing a task much greater. I mean, hey, feel free to hate on me. Do your motherfucking job and hate. But I'm not gonna get all hype and shit. But it is what it is. Everybody's got their issues. There wouldn't be nothing to talk about if there wasn't any differences. If everybody, people's opinions were all the same. Everything'd be lame. So there you have it. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know what's going on. I don't care what's going on.
I don't either. It's the past. It's old news.
But
It's a
Larry,
dead
you're
issue.
just too nice of a guy. You got to, you're so, you're just too, somebody could just, kick your dog and you could just be like, come here, dog, and, just carry on. I don't think you got a bone in your body that has hate in it, or.
No.
So.
Well, no, yeah, I just, I wish people well and whatever they want to say and think, that's their thing. I got my real family, my star family out there. I got, my brother here,
man,
and
I'm
you
your
know
fucking
what?
friend, fucking to the end.
I mean, we've been best friends since 1979, dude, and we're blood brothers, actually. And so, let's just, forget about all that crap on Facebook, whatever. Let's just kick it real.
So, yeah, check it out, man. A little bit about it. Shit. Yeah, that's funny you say we were blood brothers. Yeah, we did that.
8 years old, man.
It's like, wow. How many years ago was that? Bro?
That was in '83, so that was 32 years ago.
Oh,
I know, where did the time go? But tonight.
Well, it went.
What I wanted.
I know where it went.
Where, yeah, I do too. It
We're
was,
right where we're supposed to go
well,
because I know who I am, where I've been, and what I am is where I've been.
well, it was a time we could never forget if only we could remember. But the thing is, too,
Yeah,
the thing
yeah.
is,
I
you
hope we
know,
had fun.
yeah, we had a hell of a lot of fun.
Shit.
Stopping worldwide
Uh,
domestic violence. Speaking of that, I thought that was a good segue of promoting SIF earlier because you just, and I know it's not
yeah,
the
Sif.
easiest thing for you to talk about, but
It is. I
you
can talk about. I can
you
talk about anything.
you just came off of a relationship with. Well, I'm going to just put it very bluntly to the people out there. You could not imagine when you say the word psycho or has issues, you have never seen such a thing as this girl that my best friend just got out of a relationship with. A
Well,
relationship, as he would like to call it. And so,
well, I don't know, man. It's. I love her to death. It's just too bad that things didn't work out and all. But I wish her the best. I mean,
well,
you know,
I do
uh,
too. And let's kick the reality of it. I mean,
but
you made that
but
step and got away. What the
well,
things that you
yeah,
did in this last week, changing your address, changing your phone number, changing, I mean, everything. The bills out of, you had all the bills in your
well,
name at that
yeah.
house, and you took them out of your name, and you did what you needed to do. You just dropped the
Well,
drama, stopped arguing with her over text messaging, and I mean, people out there can never get past that step. And man, I mean, what can you say to people out there as far as what it took to get
I'm
you
a
to do that?
sucker. I swear to God, Larry, I'm a sucker for. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm not.
Yep.
Okay, check this out. Let's take a step back. Okay, you mentioned the group Stop Worldwide Violence Now.
Yes.
Well, I this was the relationship before this. Remember
Yes.
that I come over. I just left up and left, and that's when I created that group, Stop Worldwide Domestic Violence Now. And the reason I did it is because I needed to do something positive. I just up and left my home. I had enough. It wasn't physically violent, but it was mentally. It was mental abuse going on there. It was like I don't know about anybody else, but it's speaking for me. You can't just call me a name, and I take shit to heart. You know what I'm saying?
But all the commitment you put
So I
into
just
it,
up and left.
right?
I left my house, my everything, and just walked out of my whole world and just left her there. And that's when I came over here, and you let me in, and that's when I started that group.
Yep.
So here we are. What, I don't even know
Another
how
relationship
many
later,
years later. What, a
a
couple?
couple years later. But don't you? What do you think it finally took you to break that pattern? Because it was like three relationships, bam, bam, bam. You
Man,
had same kind of mentality, low
you know,
consciousness people that just
I know,
used and
dude.
used.
I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah,
I pick the winners and shit, but
yeah.
I don't know if it's. I really don't know, and
You got a
I'm
big
not even going
heart.
to try to pinpoint it. But
No,
I feel sorry for some of these. There's a lot of chicks out there that I mean, I'm not sure if they just put it on like they're uh, down and out, or I mean, I
right,
just felt sorry for these people,
right.
and I just was attracted to them. I mean, but this last relationship, wow. I mean, it
Yeah.
is something else. This girl is just a smoking hot. I mean, just smoking hot, and she super super intelligent, super quick on. I mean, she's like she's way high. Her vibes are just her gears are turning so quick. You're not. So
But extremely self-centered, materialistic to a
super.
T. This girl,
You know,
you're talking about the girl that had to have 5 lighters by her at all time, and if one lighter was missing, she'd flip out. And just always constantly on your case, alphabetizing 1,000 CDs, and she'd know, or DVDs, and she'd know if one of them were missing, and
fuck.
she'd pace the
Did
floor. And when everything was going
you,
just right, she'd have to sit there and stress out and think of something to
fuck,
get
man, she
upset
could.
about. Yeah.
Oh fuck, I know, man. What the fuck? Did you see our movies?
Oh,
Like the whole
this
wall.
guy had a whole video store alphabetized, and this girl, here's the kicker,
we're
this girl
talking
would have
like
noticed if
we're
Uncle
talking like
Buck was missing. God damn it, I wanted to watch Uncle Buck, Scotty. Where was it? Oh, it was just
yeah,
turned
yeah. Listen,
around.
we've got fucking like 6,000 fucking movies like on the whole wall, and this chick wants to know where Uncle Buck is.
I was planning
Yeah,
on watching it soon. Yeah,
and
yeah.
dude, just because it's not color coordinated fucking alphabetical order, how the fuck am I supposed to know where Uncle Buck is, dude?
Exactly, dude.
I don't
Exactly.
know, man. She would
And
just, find something, Well, and that's cool. Maybe it's part of, she has a condition, and it's, she's obsessive compulsive, and everything's got to be nice and tidy and clean and just perfect. And that's great and everything. But, but come on, give me a break. I mean, if I'm smoking a cigarette, you don't need to. I mean, sometimes I get reamed for having ashes in my fucking ashtray, bro. Before I
exactly.
was done smoking a cigarette, man.
Well, and
You
not
know,
that and yeah, and and nothing was good enough for her. It had to be Camel cigarettes or nothing. Even though you paid all the bills and everything like that, and of course, if she was sitting there on the couch and you went and got a drink of water or something out of their fridge, it'd be Scotty, what are you doing? What are you up to?
the thing about it, Larry, is I don't mind. This girl was on the streets when I got with her. Well, actually, she just lost the house. Anyways, long story short, her grandma gave her this fucked up place. Anyways, I just helped her get up on her feet and uh, in this, in the house and everything. And it's like raining in this motherfucking house, though. So
All the money you put
I
into
had to put a
fixing the
fuck,
roof.
I had to put a roof on this place. I had to get it for a washer, dryer, and a stove, and fucking all this bullshit. And so I got it all together. And, you'd think this chick would be, somewhat okay with that, or somewhat grateful.
Right.
And yeah, she was like, thanks, whatever. But dude, in a way, she just didn't give a fuck, really. I mean, she's just like,
Uh-uh.
well, you should be doing something like, dude.
Why this needs fixed, that needs fixed
I
after
mean,
you just fixed the
okay, well,
roof.
here's a car. I bought her a car. Here's a car.
Go into the story of the car.
But yet, she wouldn't. She just loved this car so much. It's like, dude, check it out. You love your car so much. Okay, well, what? You got everything you need. I mean, obviously, I mean, I just didn't. I wasn't getting that what I wanted back out of this
So
relationship.
right,
You
so my
know,
homeboy here bought this girl a car. Okay, he bought her a car. The first thing she did was take the title and try to sign her name on it, and then after that, it was just a long struggle of her. That's my car. Ooh, that's my car. Oh, Scott, you're too hard on my car. Ooh, Scott, you're just you're too messy in my car. Oh, you shut the door
get
the
your own
wrong way.
car.
Yeah, get your own car. Get your own car. When you bought that car for her, I mean, it's a whole. That's the whole thing about it is you bought that car for her and and her obsessiveness, she's, oh, I'm in love with that car, I'm in love with that car. But anytime you would even touch it or drive it or shut the door, oh, Scott, you're being too tough on it.
Dude, I didn't just buy her the fucking car, dude. I bought her the fucking
Stereo
the
system,
subwoofers, the amps, the stereos, the fucking
license plate
lots
covers.
of covers, the fucking everything you can imagine for a car. The steering wheel, new gear shift, new fucking seat covers, whatever, floor mats, fucking little pedals and shit. All the little bells and whistles and shit.
I know.
I mean,
And
you name it, dude. The little disc changer and stuff. I mean, what the hell else do you
so,
want?
so
And then you're going to tell me not to drive it?
exactly. And so what I'm leading to at this point is that most of the time, and when you end a
You know what she
relationship,
said, Larry?
it's time to just leave well
You
enough
know what she
alone.
said?
What? Tell me.
She'd always say this. She'd always say, "Well, I've never had to share a car with any of my boyfriends."
Yeah, well, that's
You
selfish to
fucking
say. No,
idiot.
and not when, especially when you bought the car for her, is what I can't believe she would say that. And the thing is before we go into another subject, listen, most of the time you should just leave well enough alone. But after my homeboy here got all his stuff taken care of, got out of there, got the bills taken out of his name, got all his stuff, did this, did
Man,
that, got his dog. This is the kicker of how, okay, she brought some guy into that house that was driving that car around, and we're like, no way. So my
yeah, see,
brother,
this chick, she couldn't just break up with somebody. She told me about all her ex-boyfriends and stuff, and what she did is, what she would do, and what she tried to do, and basically did do, is her same old routine. She couldn't just say, all right, it's over, or whatever, whatever. She'd have to go get involved with somebody else, like secretly, and just so happened to be like one of my friends or somebody I knew, and so she'd be doing things with him, and they'd go out, she'd just give him a ride somewhere, but they'd be gone for hours. I or he lived close by, and I'd go to the store or something, and I'd come home, and he'd be there getting her loaded and shit. What I mean by loaded is loaded. If y'all don't know what loaded means, then I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
at
Google it.
at another. So carrying on. So this is going on, and so I was like, "Well, check it out, cheeky chick. You be fucking looking at me, kissing my ass goodbye, like quick, like because I ain't having it. Homie ain't going out like that."
So you got the car back.
So basically, I moved out. I was like, "Bye," and so you know, basically, this dude was already, I mean, basically, she had him in there like the next few days. So I hear I'm gone, right? I'm cutting all the power off, all the bills off, everything's in my name. And so I'm changing my address and my phone number and all this shit. And one of my homeboys says, "Hey, I see an old boy driving your car." Well, that pissed me off. So I decided to go repo my car. So I, basically waited until dude drove the car and I followed him and I just went and got it.
It was smooth how it happened too. It happened real
So
quick. Bam, bam. You
yeah,
followed him to a house. He parked, went in the house. You
I
took the
left
car.
everything. I left everything. I didn't
Got it.
even leave with a pair of clothes, barely the clothes that I had on me.
But you got your sanity and you took
Yeah,
care of business really quick. And think about it, man. It was a pain in the ass, but you got in that consciousness mode and did all that stuff. And now you know it's done. Ties are cut. She has no ground to stand on. You've
yeah,
got the car. You've got the
I
title.
know.
And it was smooth how it happened. It was almost like divine intervention the way this situation went down. Going over there to repo it. He's pulling out and leaving,
You know what's funny?
slowly following him. He pulls up at a house. You get out of the car. You get in. You take it, and you're gone. And
Oh
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
amazing.
Oh yeah, it was totally amazing. I mean, time couldn't even have been any better.
You couldn't have
It,
scripted this better.
no way. Organized crime couldn't even have scripted that even the way it went down. So check it out. I would go and trade this $4,000 car for a TV and a PlayStation.
Right on, man. And you got your other new vehicle
Hey,
you're already working on too.
hey,
So
if she wants me to start over, I might as well start over with a TV and a game system.
yeah, exactly, dude. And you know what? Usually you leave well enough alone, leave her the car, but not in this case. This girl was really asking for
But
it,
dude,
and it's over with now.
it's
And
really sad though because I really love this chick, and
yeah,
what she's doing is not healthy for her. And this guy's lucky I'm a nice guy. I'm really not a nice guy. Actually, I'm the type of motherfucker that I'll put my fist up and I'll beat the motherfucker down quick. But
you're getting
I'm not
wiser and
gonna do
mature.
that. I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
that. You know,
she,
it's.
you got what
I
you
just gotta
needed,
walk
and
away.
instant karma. That's the thing about the times we're living in too. Instant karma hit her, and it's not that I
You
truly believe
know,
in karma, but you know what I mean? You move on, and it's hard because once you're somebody like my friend here, you have a heart of gold. And when he puts his heart out there, like I do, and other people, it's for life. I mean, it is for life.
it
So
is, man.
when
And the
somebody
stuff she
screws
says to
you over,
me that
oh,
hurts. Oh,
terrible.
dude, that shit hits me right hard.
Just chicken shit words, like,
She said some things to me that she could never take back.
things that normal people that are sane wouldn't even say when they're pissed off, dude. Just completely materialistic, greedy, and really too bad because she is a super intelligent girl. But the problem is, it'll never help her. In fact, with her having that kind of intelligence is a hindrance for her.
It's really sad. I
And
hate bashing on her like
I do
this.
too. But
It's totally fucked up.
and if you can imagine somebody who's really clean and organized and everything like that, but yet it's a sickness, how bad it is. Well, this girl would be that. It's not healthy how obsessive she is with it, and
Yeah.
it's she's just tearing herself up inside. And but the bottom line is that's not
Dude, I tried to get her to chill,
she
man.
did, but that you're not the person. If she's ever going to get out, you're
Yeah.
not the person for her. She's not the person for you.
So, hey, check it out. So, who's
Yeah.
next?
So who's next? Well, who's next is
Hey.
you got to fall in love with yourself first and not put that commitment out there to just
No,
anybody and
I'm just
anything.
kidding. I think I'm
Which
pretty much done, man.
I think so too,
I'm done
man. And
trying. I told myself, before I even got with this, I said I knew what I was dealing with. Shit, you know that. I mean, I know what the fuck time it
yeah,
is. So, I knew what I was getting into when I got into it. So, it's all good, man.
It's all good. It's all part of the
You know,
lesson and growth path. And I could see this the whole time coming, that this would be his last lesson as far as that goes. And he made it through it, and I'm happy for it, because there were some
yeah,
times I was really worried, man, that something might go down. And I really thought maybe, this chick might even kill you in your sleep. And I don't say that
right.
lightly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're out of there. You moved on, and we wish her the best of luck. Just like,
yeah,
everything has a phase and a time and a reason and a season. And so we move on in life. But
yeah.
speaking of that, you know what I mean? It seems like that with relationships just in general, people are starting to either get it, or they're just learning to walk away from a
The mental
relationship.
abuse, if
Yeah.
you're in a relationship and you're not happy, man, just do yourself a favor and get out. Just end it. Don't do that. You're hurting yourself and each other. It's just the negativity, man. If you're not happy, just end it, and go
Yeah.
get happy. That's my advice to the world.
Dude, and I kind of we touched on this before
It's
we went on
sad. It's
air,
fucked
but
up.
if you would, I'd like to seriously, without mentioning any names, I'd like to sit here and talk a little bit about, because we both have grown up in this small Oregon coastal city. And I want to talk a little bit about something about I don't know if all communities in the country have it. I'm sure they do to a point, but the
What
underbelly, the
methamphetamines?
methamphetamine underbelly community here. And I'm not just bashing on,
I love it.
it's not a meth user bash
Hey, man,
session.
there's a difference between a tweaker and a speed freak, buddy.
Exactly, exactly. And it's about, we're not advocating using methamphetamine, but if you don't have, it's like
I
what,
think it should be mandatory.
well, yeah, but this is, you got to understand my brother here. But the
Hey,
consciousness, though, if with any drug, if you don't have the consciousness to handle it, dude,
no, no, dude. Some people are just fucked.
they are. But
I
you
mean,
have an underbelly of community of people that are just low level, street hustling, con you for a cigarette butt, live in a tree kind of people that just rip each other off, and it's just,
yeah,
and they
well,
sit there and just talk out their ass all the time and
yeah, but
rip
Larry,
each other off. I'm not talking about normal people. This is like a sickness.
right, right, right.
This community, this
Well, if it's a sickness, it ain't their fault, really.
no, it's low consciousness. Their consciousness level
Yeah,
is lower
yeah,
than a cigarette butt.
right, right.
Well, cigarette, that's insulting a cigarette butt. I didn't mean to do that, but they're the kind of people, and I think, my friend mentioned it on another show as well. It's like, these people out there that want to give up their best friend over a cigarette. But like, it'd be like Scotty and I getting in a fight because we split a cigarette on an island and I took the bigger half. Or, hey, he had an extra drag, or that cigarette butt still had a little bit on it. But this is what it's like, and it's really sad. And a lot of things in this society could be addressed to prevent these problems. But we're not going to get into a fucking session like that.
No, man, start talk some shit, bro. Talk some
Well, talk
shit.
some shit. Well, if people would get their shit together as far as how we teach kids when they're younger, and we legalize all drugs, which they should be legal, because it's nobody's fucking business who's using a goddamn thing. It's not your business. You know what I mean? You have no clue. And I mean, there's been countries that have legalized all drugs, and they have 10% the issues we do here. What, is the sky going to fall? I mean, those people using drugs. Well, dude, that's none of your business as long as they don't have a gun to your head. I mean, alcohol and tobacco, the two lowest consciousness drugs out there, are legal. And, and the thing about it is, it's nobody's fucking business. And anybody that has an opinion different from mine on this is acting out of emotion.
Oh, these
Pure
fuckers. Oh,
and
yeah,
simple.
this guy, look at him. He's all fucked up. He did that because he was on all these fucked up drugs.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times maybe they might be right. This motherfucker's, flinging a gun around and shit. His feet ain't even touching the ground one time. Yeah, okay, well, obviously,
Those are the rarities,
I mean,
though.
come on, I mean, there's, dude,
Disinfo.
tell me would somebody tell me the percentage of people that are using the
In America, high.
I mean, come the fuck on, man.
Everybody, because the thing is, in America here, even those that aren't using drugs, right, they're using fucking 20 shots of coffee a day to keep them going. And let's see them without their coffee and cigarettes and watch them, watch how they Jones. I know that, like my grandparents were so judgmental against people that smoked weed in the 80s, but yet they would drink 4 pots of coffee each a day, smoke 2 packs of cigarettes, Valium up the yin-yang, pain pills up the yin-yang, but no, yeah, but they weren't under. Would you like to see them for a weekend without any of that?
Oh, God, dude.
That would be worse than any. Yeah, so fuck all these people and haters out there.
Oh,
And
really?
much love to everybody out there, but don't judge anybody but yourself. You know what I mean? And if you judge other
Are
people,
you
you've got
giving
an
people
issue.
advice?
I never would.
Oh, fuck advice, man.
I would never.
All these, what kind of people are going to be hearing this shit, bro?
I would.
How
People,
many, like,
a few people.
a few people? Well,
People that would
hey,
go, I would have.
hey. Yeah.
You shoulda, you
Uh,
shoulda.
well, check this
I never, and I
microphone
always
check. Uh, fuck, I'm the type of fucking animal that can do it all at once, man, and still be
Starseed.
sober.
Yeah.
I can drink a fucking, take a fifth, drink it, sip
Well,
on it all
yeah,
night.
and I did a show on that about starseed addiction because that's how it gets with starseeds. Okay, we can
Oh,
use them all. We can
it's
use them
just,
all at once, and
yeah.
it isn't even enough.
I mean, like right
One is
now,
too
shit,
many,
I'm
and
high as fuck. I'm fucking been smoking weed, fucking. I've been doing speed. I'm fucking drinking beer. Shit, I'm on one. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean, and I'm still here,
here,
and this
cheers
is
to that. Yeah,
reality.
yeah.
I mean,
And there's no judgment there. It's the consciousness
hey,
level,
if
dude.
you want to hate on me, feel free to fucking sign
Yeah.
up on the
Well,
haters list.
yes, and that go to Stop
You
Worldwide
know,
Domestic Violence now.
how dare me be me?
How dare
How
you be
dare me
you?
have a thought? Oh my.
Yeah. Well, also too, it just seems like that. I don't know. It seems like people nowadays are kind of caught in this parallel dilemma of, do I get my shit together and move forward and work on myself,
Man,
or do I stay in this relationship scenario with drama, drama,
man,
drama?
dude, people are. Come on, man. I mean, are people really that stupid, Larry? I mean, I don't really know because
I
I
hope
don't.
not, but it seems to me like that. I'm not judging.
I mean,
Sometimes it does, man.
you say star seeds, all these different, light people and stuff. I don't even, I don't even get on that. It's just a higher, I get the higher consciousness, the
Well, and that's
IQ,
all you need to get.
your IQ level and shit. But everybody's smart enough to realize that fucking happiness in life is the key. I mean, if you're not fucking happy, get happy. I mean,
Right, but
if you're
it's
gonna get,
knowing it, Scotty, but it's knowing it, but then it's getting full of knowing it like you're at. Like you realize that now, but you've
I mean,
always thought it, but it's one thing to get out of a shitty situation and see it from a bigger perspective. A lot of these people
yeah,
don't think they
yeah.
deserve it or they could ever be there. But it's a matter of working on yourself because at that end of the day,
You
when you're
know,
alone, it's just you, and you have to work on you and be in
right,
love with you.
right.
It isn't doing anything.
So now
It's
you're
just
giving me advice.
never. I would never give
I
advice.
love you, bro. Thanks.
Yeah, but you know what
But
I
you know
mean,
what? Maybe
though.
I'm a glutton for punishment, and I was looking for trouble when I got into the situation. Huh?
Yeah, but you know what? You're getting older now, and the cocky attitude has got to. Like I found that with me, the
The
cockiness,
cocky attitude's kicking me in the ass. Huh?
it is.
I'm getting
And
too
I'm
old.
usually the one with a cocky attitude. People know that. But when I've got him with me, people say there's nobody like you. I said, well, there is one else. Yeah, yeah. I'm the milder version of the two. But anyway, the L and S duo, and
Yeah.
it's working on yourself. Like you've
How
always
dare
realized
me
that.
step out in the world with the
Yeah.
heart that I have and try to be cocky. I'm just asking for trouble.
Well, I think it comes with
you know,
living in a
I get
dimension.
hurt every fucking time.
Well, and it comes with living in a place and a dimension, and we've talked about this, where it's like you get so bored with, well, somebody's coming at you with a conversation. You already know the whole
I can
conversation at
see the
once,
future, man. I really can.
and it's like so hard. I think
It's
the hardest
so hard
part
for
for
me.
you to
It's hard for me to even conversate with people because,
with his brother even, but yeah, it is because we
especially
know
with
it
your
all.
fucking ass, man.
Yep,
I mean, dude,
we already know it. It's like just blah
it's
blah blah when
pathetic.
we talk.
I mean, what's there to even say, dude?
Exactly. I think,
I mean,
well, you were talking about how it's hard for you is
well, it's
okay
hard for me
being
to
calm
communicate with a
and
lot of people because I can already tell you what the fuck they're gonna say.
yeah,
I mean,
it,
it's.
yeah, on a bad day, you're three questions ahead of them
I
already.
have really low patience.
Yeah, he does.
I have really low tolerance for any bullshit. I can smell bullshit a mile of fucking
Yeah,
way.
me
And
too.
so when motherfuckers are just working their way up to, running off, popping at the mouth, well, what they're doing is they're sort of, preparing themselves for their little punchline bullshit,
Yeah,
their little spill, that they're going to fucking pop off at the mouth with. And I can already tell when it's coming. I can hear it's shit, And so it's hard for me to have patience to fucking sit there and let these motherfuckers take up everybody's time. But what really gets me is when there's like a group and
mm-hmm.
one motherfucker's doing this, that all these other people don't realize what I'm realizing. And I'm just like, I'm looking at these other people and I'm like, dude, are you guys really seriously going along with this?
You're already 5
Are you
questions
guys,
ahead.
I'm like, dude, I'm about ready to shut this fucking pool down and tell him to shut his mouth before he even opens it because I already know what he's going to try to say. Yeah. But these other people are sitting there going, really? Really?
Wow.
Wow. I mean, they're just like totally just hooked like a fish. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just like, oh man.
Or,
It's just sometimes I just got to get up and leave and walk away.
okay,
It's hard
okay.
for me to even listen to people
Or
conversate.
have you ever been in this
Maybe
situation
it's just
before
me.
where
Maybe
it's
I'm just fucked up in the head.
even with somebody who's got something intelligent to say, you it's hard to be patient when you already know their whole story, and especially when they come at you like they're telling you something revelation. They're like, "Oh, this is revealing. I'm telling you something." You already know, and it's like,
Right.
don't
Yeah,
get all excited with
exactly. I
me.
mean, exactly. I
I
wrote the
ain't
book,
I
dude.
ain't the one to tell that
That's
to you.
like,
Yeah,
you're the motherfucker that wrote the book, and these people don't know it, but they're gonna sit there and tell you, "Oh man, this book, man,
perfect example.
oh man, just you got to read it. It's just so." I mean, it's like, dude, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I
really.
mean,
It's hard. That's where
I
patience comes
try to
in.
be nice. It's like, it's like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's like I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, dude. Maybe I
Well,
got it. I'm really starting to think, that maybe I'm just light years ahead of my fucking time. I don't
yeah,
know. I don't. Maybe I'm just fucked up. Maybe I'm right.
I can be patient with people like that,
You
but it's
know,
like you gave the perfect example. When they're coming at you with something you already knew
or if
5
it's
years
legit,
ago.
Larry. If it's legit, if they got something like that's thoroughly from their heart, that's has some substance to it, that's
Mhm.
in a positive direction. Dude, I have nothing more than I love it and enjoy listening to people. Try to do right. But when it's bullshit that they're stirring a
Mhm.
pot of bullshit and they're just being pricks, then it's really I just fucking
Exactly, exactly. Now, I got to ask you back on that note because I've dealt with this in
I
relationships
just
I've had. Have you ever been in a situation, dude, where you've told, maybe it could be anything. You've told your partner this or that or anything, and they don't believe you, right? No,
like right now I'm going to tell you exactly what you're about to
no.
say.
Listen,
No, dude, fuck that. No, you're going to sit here and tell me. No,
no.
fuck you,
I'm
dude.
asking
Dude,
you. We're done, dude.
no. Oh, really? You're going to shut it off. You're not even going to give me a chance to tell you what you're about to
Well,
say.
no, listen to me. What I'm no,
Okay,
but
I
just let
will.
me
I
listen.
will.
You know what?
Let me.
Don't do that, man. Come on, be calm. The thing is, right? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you've told
Uh,
somebody this a million times, but then
right,
they
right,
come to you?
and then some dumb fuck comes in
He knew,
that
I knew
doesn't
he
know
knew.
shit, and fucking they're gonna sit there and go, oh yeah, they're gonna tell this
Ah,
motherfucker what it's like, and they're gonna be all about, oh really, really, wow, and
for
especially after you just told them everything about it.
a cigarette butt.
See, you just fucking gotta argue with me because you're my brother,
I
and fucking,
know,
it's
but
all good.
it's some asshole that comes up that could be a cigarette butt collector, and you've tried to tell your partner this a million times, but some asshole like that can say it, and then they're like, "Oh, really? Wow,
Okay,
well."
here, let's say it to where motherfuckers can understand what we were just talking about.
Yes, slow it down.
Basically, for example, I told my girlfriend, this is how you hook a stereo up. This is exactly how, and this is the bass. These are where all the wires and shit go, and this is your EQ, and exactly all of it, right? From A to Z. And then all of a sudden, some dumb fuck that doesn't even know what a stereo is, drunk, fucking off their ass, eyeballs halfway open, bumbling and shit. Comes in the house, and well, what's wrong with the stereo? Starts telling this person, telling them how to hook it up, and they're just like, really, really, is that really? And they're
Hmm.
just like, wow, wow, you know, dude, that shit happens to me a lot, dude. It really makes me fucking wonder if they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I
I just have
mean,
to sit there and go, what the fuck was I? Am I not important? I mean, what the
exactly,
fuck
and that's
is
just
I?
one example. They're endless, the
I just
examples you
don't
could
even get
give.
it, man.
I don't either. I mean, and it could be something like it could be like how to hook up a car stereo. It could be like a
It could be any
historical,
fucking thing, man.
anything that you're
It could be
passionate
how a
about.
boat floats. Fuck, who gives a fuck what it is?
Exactly, and then somebody else can come along and go,
Oh yeah,
"Oh, gee, it's
I worked on boat.
yeah,
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 and they don't even know
waves."
what the fuck they're talking
I
about.
know, and it could be anybody, the bum on the street corner. fucking hustling for a quart of Mickey's beer
Dude,
and a burrito.
I'm just like, really? Dude, Jennifer did that a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
She would just be like, really, like totally into this shit that I just
Mm-hmm.
shoved, dude. I would just say, oh, dude, it would just, I'd have to get up and leave. I'm out of here, dude.
Well, and it speaks to this. All
Make
we,
sure you take
yeah,
notes.
all we can do is work on ourselves. You have to learn at the end of the day out there, people. You can't change those people. And my best
What the
advice: get out of your relationship that you're in. And if you're going to be in another one, if you're going to be in another one, don't cough on air.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
But if you're going to be in another relationship, don't get with somebody who's going to be like that. Start taking care of yourself. Fuck that and get out. I mean, you know what I mean?
Oh my god, dude.
Exactly.
Man,
People
I would
looking for
spend
their.
at least $100 a day on this chick, man,
Oh,
and
at
she would
least.
just be not like, well, I need to fucking, I need some, I just, it would never.
I need anything. She has everything she needs. The problem is, if when she had everything she needs, she'd start tapping her fingers and looking around and getting upset because everything was good.
Hey, man, that pussy was good, but not that good.
No, nothing is really that good to deal with it. It's like people out there always, like Sif and I talk about, they're
Oh
just looking for
shit.
their twin flame, looking for their twin flame. Is he around the corner? My twin flame's right around the corner.
Hey, fuck my twin flame, man.
Yeah,
I'm tired of it. That they're gonna have to look for me.
exactly.
I'm just, I don't know if I got enough time to waste, man.
Well, no, exactly, dude. And you realize it'll come. It'll come for you when it's ready. And you know what? You got to love yourself first.
Yeah,
And
I
that's a
think that's it.
cliche,
Yeah,
but
it's me time now.
it's not out of ego. You take somebody who says they love themselves and they're out of ego. Well, they're really deep down inside.
My
They're a
heart gets
sad
crushed,
person.
man. My heart gets crushed.
Yeah,
I invest every
total
bit of
empathy.
myself into somebody.
It's for life.
I show them motherfuckers every bit of. I mean, I couldn't be any much more. I mean,
No, and the thing is, your heart's there for
and
life,
then
dude. You always care about
I just
somebody.
get crushed,
Yeah,
and it's so hard for me. I just, it's just, fuck, man.
yeah. It's
And I
crazy.
get to the point where I can't argue back. I can't. I just have to turn and walk away and just let it go because I've tried and tried and tried, and it's just not going to happen.
No matter what you do, if you
And
went right, you should have went left. If you went left, you should have went right. And you know what?
exactly,
And you can
exactly.
feel. I know that you can relate to this. You can feel when it's coming on too. Like if everything's say perfect, you're
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah.
Can you feel when
It's
that's
just
coming on? And you can't control it. All you can do is hunker down and brace in for that barrage.
exactly, man. I would love to meet a girl that's just, okay with being just okay.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
It's just
And they're out
that'd
there,
be
just not in
cool.
America. No, I'm kidding. Sorry,
That would be
American
cool.
sisters, but exactly. And I
Shit.
find too that like the study I'm working on, these girls that were born from about late 79, 1980 till 1990, and this only affects American girls. There was something done either in the shots that they had or the vaccinations or a mind control, but it goes beyond. You couldn't even describe. And I found in the 17 case studies I'm working on that it only affects American girls born within that decade from about late 79, 80 to 90.
Are you for
So
sure?
yeah, I'm for sure. I'm pretty for
Yeah.
sure, man. And I mean, there is no bigger woman advocate rights and
I
woman
don't know,
lover than
man.
me. But
You can't
I'm
judge.
not. No,
There's
I'm
got to
not.
be some in there.
There's no. It's not every one. I'm talking about 17 individual
Right,
scenarios I found. It's
right.
not enough yet to pinpoint it or anything or to make a complete decision. But there's nothing you could do. Right? It's really literally. This is not a cliche.
Like you're
There's
not
not.
putting your life on it, but basically in a
Yeah.
nutshell, okay.
Well, look at the relationship you like I've been in, you've been in. You can't do anything right, really. Seriously, if you would have went left, you should have went right, and you went right, then
Well,
you
I
should have
did
left.
a lot of things right, but who gives a fuck? I guess it's just I did. What I thought we had, it was obviously it was nothing. I don't
Well,
know, man. Girls just have well, I'm not sure if I'm not saying all girls, but the girls that I've been with, they just, they have this automatic, like, I don't give a fuck. They could just, like, nothing ever happened again.
no, it can be so cold and turn
So I don't even know.
snaky cold on the drop of a dime. And it's just like, it's not so much even what they do, it's the undertones, like when arguing and like insulting your dog, like, oh, I'm going to leave your dog out in the rain, or I'm going to get rid of your dog.
Look,
Having
man.
one little last thing to hang on to you with, they'll use it. No, they'll hurt. They don't care what they say. the names they say,
You know
they
this
call.
dude. I know this dude. I was talking to the other day. You know, I was like, hey, he told me he's been with this girl for 5 years, and she makes him coffee every morning, and then makes him breakfast in bed every morning in bed. You know, I was like, you know what? And this has been going on for every day for the last 5 years. So it's like, I'm like, really? You know, and they're totally happy. It's like, you know,
And he probably
I'm just
returns the
like,
favor.
wow,
He
you know,
probably returns the favor. Yeah, and she does that out of wanting to for him.
they're
It's like
just,
Sif.
you know, they don't have everything in the world.
No,
They're just happy
they're just
together. And it's
happy.
just like,
Like
wow.
with my twin flame Sif Gunner's daughter, it's the same thing. We would give each other breakfast in bed, not because it was an obligation, but like in their case, it's because they wanted to out of love. You know what I mean? She
Right.
wanted to do
I get
that.
it.
And it's when you find two people that click
She's a
like
good
that,
girl, you know. She just, I don't know. She
and it's
just,
a rarity when two people click like that. And I guess what I'm saying is that, man, if you want to find a situation like that, work on yourself and make sure that you're happy in yourself and content. And then that's when those energies will start coming along. If you go start looking,
dude,
oh, I'm going to look around a corner for it. Oh, where is it? Is it behind the door?
exactly.
No.
I think I just like, you know, I don't know, man. I'll just fucking, bam, it just happens way too quick.
Exactly. And all of a
You
sudden
know,
you're in the
yeah.
situation.
It's like, you know, I felt sorry for this last girl I was with, man. I really felt sorry for her. She was just on this, she just lost everything she had. So what do? You know, take her on the streets, give her
Mhm.
everything back, and then she's like, "Fuck you."
But then you find that too. Then once you started
But
hearing
I'm
about
okay
her,
with
but
that.
once you started hearing about her past and all that stuff, you realized that she had done that to
Yeah,
herself, like with
You
you.
know, but I just felt, I don't
Yep.
know, man. It makes me feel better to help people. I guess I don't know.
Well, exactly, and there's a pattern with people that
But I don't
she had
like being
done this
used. I
before.
don't like being
No,
used, man. And
nobody
you
does, and
know,
nobody should like being used or be used.
it's just
But it's about standing in your own power, though.
at
It
least
really
I
is.
fucking have enough balls to just get up and leave. You know.
Yeah, you did. People don't realize that you couldn't script the story to him, and we won't get in any further about his situation with in particular. But you find out, like, though, in that case, that okay, you felt sorry for her, but she had done this to three or four other guys, and it's a
Right.
pattern. And you're tired of being the next sucker. You're looking to love yourself and take care of yourself now, and that's what matters. And we just want people out there to realize that. You hear it as a cliche, oh, love yourself. But yeah, God damn it, you're talking to two motherfuckers here who have been through the wars. Okay, we have slanged and banged and fucking been there and done that, and we know. And we know
Oh
any
fuck.
scenario. We know scenarios in this little
God.
coastal Oregon town that would blow most of your minds. You couldn't even hang with it.
Wow,
And I'm
man.
not, and that's coming from my heart. And you people out there know me and know how I am. And I'm just
Wow.
saying that it's true. You couldn't script this shit. In whatever situation you
Oh
think
my
you've been
god.
in, we've been in it and worse.
Oh fuck.
And and it's
Some
true.
hard. Is that what they want? They want some hardcore
Well, let me
stories.
tell you something. No, I don't know about that, but let me tell you something. The scenarios we've been in, you would rather be in a scenario where you were getting hit every day or punched or yelled at or told, because that was just the tip of it. It's the head game worse than even
Oh
any of that.
shit,
That it's
man.
not like anything you've ever been through out there.
Fuck.
It's imagine a situation, I don't take this lightly. Imagine a situation where you'd be actually almost thankful just to know you were going to get hit once a day or yelled or screamed at. This is such a mind manipulation on a something entity mind manipulating them kind of level. It's really trippy, what goes on when dealing in America, especially mostly America and only America when it comes to women born in that 10-year decade, in the 17 case studies that I dealt with. And I think that anybody hearing this, if they resonate with it, great. If they don't, fine. But if they have a problem with it, I would say that what that problem is they know that we're right, and that they're having some insecurities about it. But all you can do is all you can do, and just take it from us. Work on yourself.
Hey man, is this gonna get out to a lot of people?
Oh, only one or two.
Okay, really?
Yeah,
Oh, seriously?
no, a few.
No,
But
I'll be real, dude.
yeah, well, no shit.
Like a lot of people.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, check it out. I'm gonna try something. So, hey, check it out. Not to not. I'm not saying this because I want to like get into a relationship or anything. But hey, if there's any girls out there that are real, authentically true blue like chicks that can keep it real or whatever, I don't know. Hit me up. Uh,
Give me your info.
get
Where
a
can they
hold.
find you?
Um,
On
They can find me. I don't know,
they can
man.
find you on Facebook.
They could find me on Facebook, I guess.
Scott Sullens.
Yeah, that would be me. So
That would be me. That would be him.
if you want to chat, that'd be cool.
You know,
Uh,
and of course your group again is
no, it's not really my group. I just passed that over to SIF. So
okay. It's Sif's
it's
group now.
Stop Worldwide Domestic Violence Now.
Sif's our go-to girl,
Yeah,
running the groups.
I just gave her or the admin, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know.
That's just how it is, man. And you know,
I'd like to meet a real chick out there. A real chick.
and I would like to tell
I don't
everybody
know.
out there, this guy has a heart of gold, and you know what? He would love you to the end. And you know, if you want to talk,
I
he's
don't
down for
even know about a
talking.
relationship anymore, man. I
No,
just want to talk to somebody that's real, man. That's all.
exactly. You got to understand, we're stuck here in America in this small coastal town. I've been lucky, you know, God has directed me towards my twin flame and Sif Gunner's daughter, and I'm grateful to creation for that. And, you know, the thing is, dealing with this situation it's just mind numbing being all alone on an island like we are. And he's a great dude. Well, we are. We have one road out of here without a bridge, so I guess I'm not too far
Oh
off.
shit,
Yeah, with the town we live in, if it weren't
man!
for
It is so
bridges,
fucking beautiful out here.
but it is gorgeous. It is
It's
gorgeous.
pathetic.
But it's so beautiful. It is pathetic. But it would make it even better with somebody that could get you
Oh
and fucking
man,
not be caught up in a circle, blindfolded in drama, chasing their tail. Yuck,
God,
yuck, 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 yuck.
what
I
the
woulda,
fuck,
I woulda,
man?
I woulda, I never, I always. Well, let me
Oh
tell you
yeah,
something.
well, of course
Nobody
you do.
fucking nevers or alwayses. Okay, and anybody that says that is, you know, it's like this. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, I'm a vegetarian. Okay, only because my body doesn't like meat, I don't go out there and go, oh hey, I'm a vegetarian. Well, I'm a. Well, I don't have to put a label on it because if sometime I wanted to have a piece of meat, which I don't, and I did, big fucking deal. Okay, I don't eat much milk or cheese. I'm not a vegan. Sometimes I am though, but labels suck. It's all about what's within you. And the minute you get hung up on a label, you've missed the whole message. The minute you get hung up on somebody saying it, not the message, you know, you've completely lost perspective. So just keep it real. Use no judgment, but at the same time, keep your bullshit detector on high, and that's how you'll find out. Don't go chasing after something obvious that this dude's a ripoff artist. This dude's an well, you know that already. You know what you're getting in with somebody,
Oh, wow.
right? But when you focus on that, you don't even see all the people around you fucking you over that are doing it with a smile on their face with a fucking Kodak stare looking at you. I mean, it's just, man, I'm so glad, brother. I worried about this guy so much that I thought, you know, I didn't know he could get killed in his sleep. You know, I don't know. She could say some shit. The police come over. I'm just so
Oh yeah,
glad that he's
man.
out of it. And
Jesus,
the good thing about it was I could see it coming. I could see him finally
man,
breaking
Larry,
through,
man.
and he did. And
I'm so
man,
thankful for you being here still for me, man. I just, it's, I mean, I lost touch, when I was with her, man. It's like you didn't really hear from me much. And when you did, it was like I cut it short, and shit, because
yeah, you were
fuck,
like,
man,
yeah,
I couldn't even really talk to my fucking friends and
nope.
shit, man.
Have to sneak around.
It's
Scott,
just
what are you
like,
doing on the phone? Scott, who you
yeah,
talking
I
to?
mean,
What are you talking to?
I'd
Scott, what are
have
you up
to,
to?
you know, to go to the store, I'd, come by and stop by and say hey and shit, briefly
Yeah.
but dude, I mean, come on, man, what kind of fucking life is that, man?
It's not. It's not. And
And
anybody that
so,
asks you who you talking to, what are you doing? You know what?
it's
It's
like
all
I'm
about in
not
the
even me
tone.
anymore. It's like you lose your fucking friends.
You do. You almost become a computer chip,
It's
and I've been
fucking
there too. I've
retarded.
done this. You know what? I've done
It's
the same.
sickening.
I've done the same to him when I've been in it. When I was
It,
in my
it,
ex marriage, and you know what? You become a robot. You become just very,
you lose
very
fucking friends and shit like that, but you're real true friends when it all comes down, man. And I'm
stick with you.
still gonna be there, man. And Larry, I gotta tell you, man, fucking thank you so much for
Well, I
fucking.
love you, man. I'm just glad you're here, and I'm glad
It's
you're
like
alive, man.
fuck.
It's been a long. It's been a.
I mean, my life. My life is just fucking full tilt boogie,
We have
bud.
been through a lot of things
Wide fucking
in
open, full tilt fucking boogie. I mean, there ain't no fucking buts
30,
about that.
30 in
I'm lucky to
36
even be
years.
alive.
Yeah, in 36 years. Yeah, we really are.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm just glad you're
On
here.
top of
And
that, man, I'm taking my dirt bike out in the fucking sand dunes and I'm jumping fucking
hmm
mountains and shit. I'm hitting fucking hills and shit like fourth
you look
gear.
alive again.
I'm shit. I mean, I'm taking risks that are like hazardous to my health.
And it all comes
You know what I
down
mean?
to, too, though,
On top of it all, man, I got a lot to be thankful, man.
when you're dealing with certain crowds of people sometimes, though, the people you run
Shit.
into, you may think okay are cool and you
You
might want
know,
to
in
get
the
in a
end,
relationship
yeah,
with, but you got to be mindful of where you met them at and what they are and what their
that's
agenda
true.
is. Keep it in perspective.
And
It's
in
a
the
booty
end,
call. Keep it a booty
it's
call.
really funny because in the end, when it all goes down, you really do find out who your real fucking true friends
Oh,
are.
big time.
Little two-faced fucks.
Boy, that old cliche never gets unreal. That is so real. That is so true, though. It is. It is because what ends up happening, it's not so much
Yeah.
that your
Then you.
untrue friends will fuck you over, but they don't care. They'll play both sides against the middle.
That's when you find out,
Yeah,
what's real and what's really not real.
yeah. They'll roll over on you for a
Oh
cigarette butt.
shit! Oh fuck! This slash your throat for their ass is broke from a
This
pack of
is
smokes.
no, and we don't joke here. This is the kind of gang banging reality we live in this city. I mean,
Hey bro.
people will do that,
Hey
and
bro. I'm gonna go make a hamburger.
yeah, and I think that's a wrap for this show. What do you think, man?
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
I think so too. Hamburger. What about some? I don't eat burger, but to cut up some
Oh,
French fries and do that, and we'll
whatever
do
you
it all
want,
up.
man. I'm gonna go crack a beer and fucking.
Isn't it nice to be able to do that without judgment? Hey, Scotty, what did you do?
Oh
Where do you
yeah,
go? Why'd you
yeah,
step
yeah.
that way? Why'd you wink that way?
It's really fucking. Larry, you say that it's like funny because.
It's real
Oh,
though.
check it out. This chick. I mean, dude, this chick had no income, none.
Zero.
And it's like, dude, every fucking bit of food in this house, everything in this house is mine. And she's wanting to know why the fuck I'm eating this or